6 months ago, I was sitting in a cubicle. Now I'm in Medellin, Colombia. And it's kind of crazy because you don't think it's possible until you do it. You don't think it's possible until you actually live it. But let me take you guys back. So I was sitting in this cubicle and I was kind of getting a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm sitting there, and I used to be in the sales before. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, this can't be my life. There's no way that this is my life. Like I'm not doing anything that's exciting me. I'm not doing anything that has purpose. I'm not doing anything that's fulfilling. Like, this cannot be my life. There's no way I'm gonna live this life for another 20, 30, 40 years. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm sitting there and I was like, okay, I gotta do something. I gotta change. I gotta become somebody else to be able to escape this rat race, to escape this mundane task I have to do every day, which is work, right? So I was like, okay, well, I know I can't stay here forever, or I'm gonna start getting depressed. I don't know how I can't do it. I cannot work a 9 to 5, and because it's not for me, you know. But to each his own. If you love your job, you love your job. But if you don't like your job, you don't like where you are now, you can change. You are not a tree. You're not stuck there. You're not stuck there. So 6 months ago, I'm sitting in a cubicle and I'm saying, there's no way I can live like this, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I have to do something. So I go online, and I'm with my buddy and everything like that, and he's talking about, oh, blah, 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 he's gonna start this business. I'm like, you know what, I've been wanting to start a business for a long time, right? So what if I take a chance with myself? What if I take a chance on just trying? Because what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? I just go back to the job? Think about it. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen if you left your job? Well, I would recommend you try something first, and then once the income surpasses, then you leave. But what's the worst thing that can happen if you go and pursue something and you fail? You just go back to the same position that you're in right now. You're already there. What you got left? What do you have left to lose? You'll be like, oh no, my job won't be here when I get back. Brother, your company is not the only company in the world. Not the only company in your city, not the only company in your state. You can do whatever you wish. You can move, you can change, you can become that person, right? So let's get back. So I'm sitting there and I was like, okay, maybe I should take a chance, because right now I'm drifting in life. I do the same thing. I wake up, go to the gym, go to work, get home, watch some TV, go to sleep. Wake up, go to the gym, go to work, get home, watch some TV, go to sleep. I was like, this can't be my life. This can't be the life that I'm gonna choose to live for the next 40, 50, 60. If I have 70 years on this earth, I don't wanna waste the next 50 years just doing the same mundane thing over and over and over and over again. Like, I have to become something different. I have to become someone different. I have to become the man who can. So my buddy said that he's gonna start this job. So I said, this business. I said, all right, I guess I'm starting a business too, because I've been wanting to do this business since 2022, all right? I've been wanting to get into the coaching atmosphere, the coaching world, where I'm helping others, people get in shape. I'm helping change people's lives. That's the dream, that's the vision, to help change your identity, become the person who can, right? To become the person who can. Now I'm sitting in Medellin, Colombia, in disbelief. Like I live here now. Whole different country, whole different environment, whole different language, whole different, what's the word they use? What's that thing called? Culture. Whole different culture. All right, so eventually I start doing this. I do my business, and I'm like, okay, well, things are moving forward. I'm getting a lot of traction. It's time to quit my job. Now, you would think that quitting a job is the hardest part, but that was the easiest part. But let's get back into it. So I go and I said, okay, I'm gonna quit my job. Now, this, at that moment, because with that version of myself, yeah, it was a little difficult. But so I get in there and they're like, oh, what is this, blah, blah, blah. I said, hey guys, like I feel like it's time for me to, move on and go after and pursue my dreams. So at this moment, I think that we are no longer in alignment of where we are currently in this profession. Time for me to get out of here. So I give them my freaking 2 weeks notice, and next thing you know, January 1st, 2026, no more job. Now, after giving this notice, just knowing that I'm driving away, knowing that it's done. And I told myself, I'm not going to have another 9-to-5 job, even if it kills me. I'd rather go bankrupt. That's the kind of mindset you have to have if you really want to change your life and to do something that you really dream of. Now, keep in mind, it's not an instant thing where you quit your job, you start doing something else, and the payoff is so great that you're like, wow, I'll move to another country, okay? It takes time. You have to be realistic, you have to put in the work. You must do the work, right? You must do the work. So the question I'll leave you with this is like, what would you do if you weren't afraid of disappointing people? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Like, what would you do if you knew that you had there was no chance of failure? Like, you knew it was a guaranteed success. What would you do? Who would you become? Where would you live? Go ahead and leave in the comments. Because the day I quit my job, I knew that I was never going back, and this was the life that I chose. But like always, ciao.